Hello everyone, hi, welcome to another week here at TGCTours. We're here at the Huy Fong Foods Classic at Cades, Cove, Tennessee. Fictional course here today by Grayson 103-105. Had to actually look to see who made the course, because I like to give proper credit when it's due, whenever I can, of course, time permitting and so on. But first thing first, before we dive into the new week, the new season, a little bit of housekeeping. Wednesday there will be obviously no video because we do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, same time, 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern. But on Wednesday, this week, TGC are hosting a promotion event for people who already have cards. I will be streaming my promotion event rounds Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. So don't miss that. If you want to come in and watch live, hang out in the chat, feel free to do so. Another little bit of housekeeping here. Let's just see how we done in the previous round. Let's pull up Chrome here. We finished 24th place with a respectable 15 under par. Earned ourselves 7,680 bucks, just shy of a promotion mark by about 2 strokes. So we're making progress. We are making progress. He got a promotion mark because he had a demotion mark that just had to be negated there. So don't mind why people lower than me have promotion marks. It's just because they made the cut week after, like, not making it, so it balances out. But yeah, we're making slow and steady progress up the table. Congratulations to Christopher Maravelli, who won with a 28 under. Very well done. I don't believe Adam Danny from Israel here got promoted as well, I do believe. And I think is it 4 to go up, 5 to go down? I'm not sure. But someday I'll learn the ins and outs in TGC properly, because I've only ever been promoted by the promotion events before. I've never actually earned my promotion marks. So I may possibly get promoted this week again. Who knows? We'll see how I fare on Wednesday. I'm sure we might be able to slide up the rankings a little bit more, depending on how well we play. So this week there's already 72 participants in the field. Top score so far is a 10 under. We are looking to hopefully post around a 3 under. That's my goal for today, is to post a 3 under in the first round to just set the tone and get a good start. Taking a look overall at how we're doing so far in CCK, we are making steady progress. We finished tied 68th on our first event up here in the big leagues. We moved up to tied 56th. We had that one disaster of a round that cost us missing the cut here in this one. Moved up to tied for 33rd. And then we got sole possession of 24th, so we're slowly moving up. Speaking of moving up as well, we are moving up in the world rankings as well. We're up to 2313. Goal is hopefully to be inside the top 2000 here by Easter. So that gives me maybe 5 weeks of play to try and climb up that. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but we're going to work on it anyway. We're going to do our best. Hopefully we can get some traction there. But for now, let's get back to the field of play. Now, I have changed my golf bag up a little bit. I remembered to give myself a 5-iron. So before you scream at me in the comments saying, hey, you've been talking for weeks about how you don't have a 5-iron, I do now. I got rid of my 3-iron for that, and then I changed my 3 hybrid for a 4 hybrid, just to kind of narrow the distance here to get a closer in between the 4-iron and the 3 wood. I also changed up my pitching wedge a little bit as well, because I wasn't happy with my pitching wedge being 120 yards and then my 9-iron being 150. I wanted something in the middle, so I gone for a Mizuno there. The rest of my wedges are still Ben Hogan's. That's pretty much all Mizuno across the board. Actually, I don't think this one is. No. Yeah, this is just a Wilson D7. Just in case you're interested. And well, the putter's a putter. It makes no difference. Anyway, let's get down to brass tacks here and let's get down to it. So we start our rounds for the week. Remember, the goal for the week is 3 under, and I don't know why my controller is not registering. That's neat, my game's frozen. Okay, here we go. It's not frozen after all. Alright. We have a lush looking fairway here. That's very dark green. 12 mile an hour wind, so we're looking pretty gusty this afternoon. I'm gonna swing back into the fairway. No, gonna go wide right and out into the rough. So it's your typical first drive for me that ends up in the ends up in the heavy rough. Okay, this is nice in that all of the hills just funnel down towards the hole. Now we are going to take a lie penalty coming out of here. However, we do have the wind advantage, so I'm going to club up to an 8 iron, and hopefully that will take us into the green here. 103 power, perfect sand. Beautiful. You'll love to see that. I'll give me a nice little roll down towards the hole, and we are still able to scramble back into this and hopefully get ourselves a little birdie to start off here. A little bit of break here. Beautiful. Good start. I mean, bad start with, you know, the drive into the rough, but straight away onto a birdie. It's pretty good. So I haven't done any practice rounds here, but I watched Respawn TV's course guide before we started here. I watched it actually last night before I went to bed, just to kind of give me an idea of what to expect here. So maybe it's a little cheaty because I'm not going in blind like I usually do. But you know, at least I kind of know what to expect. I know what to avoid, but I haven't played it for myself, so it still feels like a new experience. It's a good drop down. Now we've got a little bit of break here in this 23 footer for birdie. I don't want to hit it too hard because I don't want to go into that orange break and have it roll the whole way down the hill. That looks good. That looks good. Oh, it's just a little bit short. I wanted to short myself a little bit on power because I was worried about that hill. But because I shorted myself a little bit too much. No worries. Par is a par. Remember, our goal is still to be 3 under at the end of this first round. That's to try and ensure ourselves a little bit of survival. Wind's kind of died off here. Back down to 6 mile an hour again. It's just a momentary gusts. That is a very, very fast one. Now, as Respawn pointed out in his course guide, which is very good, by the way, he posts them weekly. If you play yourself, I very much recommend that you watch them. They're very insightful. They're very good for getting kind of a lay of the land before you come into play rounds. I'm gonna smack this one here at the 4 hybrid. It should land and roll to the upper deck here. We have first time taking the 4 hybrid out here actually. Very fast. Oh, that's heading to bunker time. Or is it going to kick right? Oh, it's going to kick right. Oh, that was almost good. But it's going to roll far too far away from the pin. Not a bad shot, all things considered, but not a great lie for this eagle attempt here. 28 feet. Now, there is the hole, the slope banks down to the hole from this back wall, so I'm not super worried about hitting it too hard. I just don't want it to roll back down to the left and roll off the green. That looks all kinds of alright. You know, we got close. We got close, that's fine. This is when I 4 feet tap in for birdie. And that'll drop in, and we're 2 under. Not a bad course so far. 2 birdies out of 3. It's perfectly alright. As I pointed out in the course guide as well, this is not really a super difficult course. It's probably going to be very achievable to get good scores here. If you play anyway remotely well, then, you know, the scores are definitely going to be accomplishable here. So I just really need to be on my best behavior, because that means the rest of the field is going to be very good at getting scores here as well. So I have to play especially well. So maybe aspiring for 3 under for the first round might not be enough even to make a cut. Depends how the rest of the field goes though. We're 8 feet away from home for birdie here, after a nice little flop shot out of the bunker. That should break in. Let's go. Oh, we've hit our goal already, and we're only 4 holes in. So we could be on for a great run. You know, not every course has to be challenging. It's nice to have a fun run every now and again. That's just a smidge fast, but that is going to be right down the center of the fairway. Just about going to break the 300 mark. And I'm not worried about my driver not going as far as perhaps I would like. It doesn't really bother me. Nice, and it's a little bit flat there just on the other side of the green here. I think if I underclub to an 8 iron and then overpower it, I think that might get us close. As again, just slightly fast. Should land close to the pin though, as long as it doesn't kick too far left. Good approach shot. Good approach shot. 15 feet for birdie. There's a little bit of break here. Pretty fast towards the edge of the hole here. Come on, go in. Ah! I thought it was going to break a little bit more than that. That's unlucky. Oh well, a par is a par. And we're still doing well. We're still doing well. 3 birdies out of 5. We're still meeting our goal. So we're still doing pretty dang good. Alright, a lot of water here to the left, so we want to aim far right. Again, the fairways look pretty banked, so even if I hit the edge of the fairway, it should roll back around towards the center. That's a great smack. That's right down dead center. I know my drives always tend to go a little bit fast. That's why I always aim a little bit further right. Just in case you're wondering, by the way. Okay, so we're sloped down here towards the pin slightly. We're also sloped slightly down on the back end towards the water, which does worry me a little bit here. However, we are going into 7-mile-an-hour winds, so we might not get that far. I'm just gonna pitch it up here. It's going a little bit fast. Hope for the best. That is a solid approach second shot. "10 feet, relatively flat, for birdie." Nicely done. That's nicely done. We're moving the needle constantly. It wouldn't surprise me if I put in like a really, really good first round here. I definitely think we're on course to do something really good here. Let's go slightly fast towards the pin. Not quite enough power. I think I have the memory of a goldfish, by the way. I can't even remember whether I clubbed down for that or not. But if I did, I shouldn't have. Because 35 feet for birdie is quite a distance. There's a lot of break on the far side, so we're going to aim this a little bit over here. Take the power just a fraction. And hope that this one will get close. Close but no cigar. It's okay. Leave ourselves close enough for a power tap in. It's absolutely fine. No problem there at all. It's just a nice breezy course. We really don't have any course to complain here at all with the conditions this afternoon. It's a great drive, 289 yards to the bounce, and that banked fairway is going to bring us up here to 320. We're shooting with our backs to the wind. I think a 7-iron pitch shot might be the ticket here. That'll get me close. It's a little bit fast. It's going to come around towards the pin. A little too much spuds behind it though. It's going to roll off and into the light rough. Sorry, excuse me. A little gaseous there. We're looking to chip up and out of here for a birdie, which is accomplishable. It's a little bit of roll here, a little bit of break. It's gonna get me pretty close for a par tap in though. Pretty dang close. All right, 6-foot tap in should be doable here. There we go. There's another perfectly fine hole. Straightforward enough. I'm looking forward to the promotion course this week, because I haven't been on it yet. I have no idea what to expect. I haven't even seen like any course previews or anything like that, so maybe I might sit down later and watch just to kind of see what I'm signing myself up for, basically. It could be the rare case where the fairway will funnel me off into the rough here. No? 317 yards and a nice easy lie here. Alright. I pitch up with a 9-iron. Hit it with a little bit of sand. Hopefully it'll catch the roll there and roll me down in towards the pin. That's the goal of this shot. It is slightly fast, so it's going to angle towards the pin anyway. Oh, that's close. That is close. Stop, please. I really need to sit down and learn how to like work out with like the spins and like the lofts and fades and stuff, because I'm pretty sure like there's a way that you can get that to like bounce and basically stop stone dead. But I just haven't really the experience necessary to be able to use that effectively, which is why I don't. Oh, that's too hard. Oh, and it's just a fraction wide as well. That's a rough putt. It's been the only shot of the round so far that I really think that, like, hey, I want this one back. That's nicely done though. Saved par. Finished the front 9, 4 under. We're still on course to meet our course goal. And in fact our round goal. Might even exceed it by a great margin here. Now I don't like this roll down to the bottom shelf. It wouldn't be the end of the world if it does land down there. But we want to try and land up on this upper shelf as much as we can. Even if we fast it a little bit and end up in the rough to the side, that's not going to be too bad. At least we can like manage like a controlled chip in. Yeah, we can control the chip here. Now we are chipping out a heavy rough, so there will be a bit of a lie penalty, which means we can probably give it a decent send here. Oh no, that might have been a mistake. Just on the cusp of that little crest here. Leaves with a bad 13-footer for par. That's going wide. Knew as soon as I let that go. Well, the bogeyless round is off. We're still 3 under, which means we're still meeting our course goal. And there's still 8 holes to be played, so there's a lot of opportunity to get that shot back, to get more and, you know, expand on the lead that we have over the average here. Another solid drive. That'll be an easy 300. Good approach. A wide open green here. Oh, that's very fast. That is very fast. It might even overshoot the entire green here. It will. It will overshoot the entire green. Chipping out of rough for birdie. That looks good. Oh, that's just close. Just close. No cigar. It's okay. It's alright. Gonna knock it home for par. Sure would have loved to have come back from that bogey with a birdie, but sometimes staying the course is just the best approach, really. Oh, this looks like a nice one. If you had a decent driver, I bet you could probably drive this one all the way into the green. I don't know what was going on with my swing there. Seems to just kind of completely axed sideways off the plane. And look, it's okay if we're in the rough. This is workable. This is absolutely fine. We can pitch up out of here. We have the wind as well against us. But we're not stuck in behind trees. Very slow? What? That wasn't very slow. At least I don't think it was very slow. Was it very slow? No, it's the kids who are wrong. See, now we're in a bit of a quandary in that it's a big gap between the gap wedge and the pitching wedge. Try and chip this in actually with the 7-iron. That's gonna roll a long way. That's definitely shouldn't have clubbed that far up for that chip. Okay, so that's I'm definitely gonna put that down as a rookie mistake there. I don't think this one's gonna break as much as I think it's gonna break. And there's a little bit of an uphill to it. was good but underpowered. And unfortunately, that's another bogey on the board. But look, it's okay. It's perfectly alright. We can still come back. There's a lot of golf to be played. We can still come back from this. Although that one odd, very slow shot does worry me. I hope that that's just some sort of random controller irregularity, because I don't usually hit slow shots. I usually hit fasts, not slows. That's why that bothers me. A 5-iron this one up and let the wind carry me in. There's a slight slow to that. Wind should still bring me to the green. Oh, that's a nice kick to bring us a little bit closer into the pin. That was completely unintentional, that, by the way. A nice little 10-footer for birdie. A little bit of break at my feet, but other than that, straight shooting. That's how you come back from a bogey. And once again, we're on track for our course goal. Nice little par 3 here. I'd pitch this one up with the 5-iron actually, and get close that way. Slide fast. It's gonna go off the green. You hate to see that. You hate to see that. Oh, didn't think we was going to perfect that actually. That's alright, leaves us close enough. It's a 5-foot tap in for par. It's alright. It's alright. We're doing fine, all things considered. There's what was I going to say? I mean, I was going to say that... oh god, that's a slow. Not the shot I wanted on this hole. Okay, stop. It has stopped. Now, that's a good example of what you don't want to do on this hole. Is leave yourself down in the heavy rough, right over by these rocks. It's a horrible, horrible lie. I'm just really glad that that didn't land in the water, but that was a horrible lie for us. And it's okay. We can still score from here. Don't get me wrong. We can still very much score from here. Okay, maybe we can't. I should have clubbed up. I should have clubbed up for that one. I thought maybe the pitch might be able to carry us out here, but I was sorely mistaken. We can still rescue a par out of it. We can still rescue a par out of it. That's what we in the business like to call a really missed opportunity. There was definitely 1 or 2 shots to be earned there, and I completely whiffed on it. So that's absolutely my bad. But look, again with the slow, I really don't know what's going on here. It almost made its way back to the fairway, but it's just it's not a good. It's just not a good shot. Like there's no other way you can sugarcoat that and say, hey, that could have been better, but you know, it's one of those kind of demoralizing things where you think like, okay, like I'd really love to know why that's happening, but I don't know, at the end of the day, it's just not... It's not great. I do have a little bit of downhill here to worry about, so... Do you want to dial back the power here? We've got a little bit of brakes. 41 feet for birdie. This could be a challenging one. Definitely going to be challenging when you've got a swing plane like that to deal with. Dial back the power a bit too much, but that's okay. Got a 6 foot tap in for power, and we can move on. 2 holes left. We're still meeting our goal for the day, which is absolutely fine. I mean, does it rankle me a bit that we could have done better? Of course it does, absolutely. But at the same time, like, I think I'm doing alright. However, this isn't the one that I really need to do well on. The one that I really need to do well on is the promotion event, because that's the one that's going to push me up in the rankings. This is just the fun run this week. Slide fast. I was going to say it's going to be a nice drop in, but then it just caught that slope there. And we're a long way from home. We're 47 feet away. We have a little bit of a break and a little bit of an uphill to deal with. We're going to leave a flag in for this one, I think. Send it. Oh, that's just so close. That's so close. We almost made that. I'm impressed with myself, actually. I really didn't think I was going to get that close. I was just hoping to be somewhere in the same ballpark, and let alone like going for the fences there. Hey, we got out of it with a par. We're doing pretty well. Par 5 to close out here this afternoon. Again with that nasty looking swing plane. I'm not sure what's like. I'm really not sure just what's going on with my shooting, or like, is it just me not paying attention and not like looking at my controller close enough whenever I'm swinging, and I just don't have a better control of myself? Because that's probably what it could be. That big gap between the gap wedge and the pitching wedge there. I'm gonna have to loft this one all the way up. I was worried it was going to leave me the whole way on the other side of the green, and it absolutely did. I'm just no good at the partial shots. The changing that and that pitching wedge really just hit me the wrong way here. Do you have a little bit of a downhill to deal with? And a little bit of a break down there too. If we can leave ourselves close, we'll be doing alright. I'm just going to break left a little bit. Going to blaze wide of the pin though. Leave it 13 feet the other direction for par. Hopefully we'll make this. No, that's going to drift wide right. So we ended up 2 under, which I'm not happy with. I'm not happy with that. Again, it's not the end of the world because we still have the bonus event to do on Wednesday, which is really where the money's going to be made. But no, we had that course dead to rights to a good score, and I'll be honest with you, I let myself down there. So that's not a good start by my own standards, and I really wish I'd done better. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Hope you'll join in tomorrow. Remember, Wednesday, 8 PM UK time. That's 3 PM Eastern, I think. We have the promotion event. Live, twitch.tv/JC for life. Hopefully you'll join me there. Hopefully you'll watch tomorrow's video. Hopefully we'll do better, and I'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Take care.